Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be planning the week of April 14th to the 20th in my memory planner, and I'll be using ScribblePrintsco's Sugar Bunny kit. But before I begin, I do apologize. I haven't filmed a video in over a month. I think the last video I posted was my plan with me in my journey planner. So yeah, ever since work started, it was just very tiring because there were some days that I had to work a little longer because it was obviously so the day that we started, which was the following week, which was April 21st, pretty much they were in their 45-day deadline since quarter end. So yeah, I pretty much was helping them, so I didn't have time even after I started work. So yeah, weekends I was busy with shop stuff, so I didn't have time to film either. And obviously shop orders take priority over filming anything. So yeah, anyway, it was just a lot of personal and business stuff that was happening behind the scenes that I didn't have time to film anything, and I'm already almost 2 months behind in my memory planner. So but I will be caught up this weekend. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can film all the videos before my parents actually get home, because they're currently working at the primary early voting elections. So I have the quiet time and I won't be interrupted by them, if that makes sense. So anyway, so this is the ultimate kit. I always get the ultimate kits for my memory planner. So, and I'm pretty sure this art came out last year. So, and that is the freebie, the kit freebie. And then I paired this with light blue pixie dust foil bundle. So you have your overlays, your underlays, your scripts and icons, and your bottom washi. So I will speed through putting down the base. Okay, so I already pulled my stickers, or my scripts and my character stickers, and I am using a Oops album. Let me know if you guys want me to sell the Oops, obviously at a discount. There are quite a few where it's just the coils that were bent, and yeah, I mean, they're still functional. The sticker paper or sticker release paper is still functional, so it's just cosmetically the coil isn't pleasing, if that makes sense. So let me know if you would like to see that in the shop. I do have a few, so, and I've just been keeping them for myself, but I don't need a lot of these, if that makes sense. So anyway, so starting off on Monday, or before I begin, let me put my script down. Actually, I might just put it right here. So it is April. Okay, so starting off, I did publish a plan with me. In my journey planner. And I totally forgot to zoom in. Okay, so after that I watched Wildcards, And oh, my goodness, this was my last week at my college, like working as a college assistant. So yeah, how time flew by. Like a month ago, I've just found out, like March 11th, I found out I got the job. So yeah, how a month went by and just flown on by. Anyway, I don't know what else I was going to say with that, but okay. After that, I went to Trader Joe's because they released their pastel, what do you call it? Pastel tote bags. Did I need it? Not really. Was it cute? Yes. I just wanted the lilac or lavender one, because if you guys don't know, that's my favorite color. So yeah, I ended up just getting the 4-pack because why not? So, and at that time it wasn't sold out, or like they weren't, so pretty much I believe they were restocking every day for a whole week, and whatever was stocked was left, that's it, they don't get any more. And yeah, I think I called back on Friday, like, do they have in stock? Nope, it is sold out until next season, or whatever season they plan on releasing more tote bags. But I kind of like that you didn't have to, like, what do you call it, rush on the first day to get it. Like, they restocked it every day, and they still limit it for 1 per person, or like 1 set of 4 per person. So unlike Labubu's and Pop Mart, pissed me off. Anyway, I will get to that on a later date, because I did get my first Labubu and my one and only. Anyway, so after that I went to work. I literally went to Trader Joe's before I went to work. It was a rush, but so this week was also spring break week, so they had adjusted schedules to only opening from 10 to 3, which was quite sad because I thought I could make a few more dollars. Like, I was making $25 an hour. Like, I could make a few more hours and make that money, but no. They said nope. Anyway, so after that, I went to go hang out with my friends at Prospect Park. So originally they wanted to meet at 1, but I told them I don't get off work until 3, but I can meet you guys there. So, which I did. So I think I'm gonna put it here. Okay, and then we walked around Prospect Park. I believe, I don't know what sticker I want to use. Maybe a pattern. Let's do this plaid or gingham. So we walked around Prospect Park, then I went home and printing cut stickers. That was Monday. On to Tuesday. Oh no, I totally forgot a sticker here. Let's see. I'll probably use just a foiled icon. I probably like skipped that by accident. So since I only had to come in at 10, I could technically, by the time I woke up, I could technically do some shop stuff, so that is what I did. So I ended up printing and cutting stickers. Like, I can run a few sheets before I have to go. Oh no. Maybe I'll just use the heart. Print and cut. Then I watched Wild Cards. I was trying to catch up because I stopped watching it. As well, I stopped watching All American, even though they got renewed for season 8, and that will be their final season for 2025 to 2026 season. Yeah, I just kind of stopped. It wasn't interesting anymore. And even though it's now on Netflix, I could probably just binge watch it, but I haven't had the motivation to do that. Anyway, so, oops, that was a bit crooked. So after that, I marked out work, and I think I used the washi strips to mark that, but let me use this one. Oh no, I just bent it. So work from 10 to 3, and then when I came home, I went to the post office. So I picked up the orders, from home. I'm just like, wait, now I'm gonna have a bunch of stickers on my hand. Oh no, I finished packing a few more orders, and then I went to the post office. That is typically what I like to do, because if I can pack a few more orders and drop them off, that means less in the next batch, but technically I would get more throughout the week. So anyway, after that, I dropped off the packages. Then I watched 2 TV shows, which was Yellow and Pink. And I'm okay with the empty spaces. I am embracing the days that I don't have things to mark, if that makes sense. So I watched Found and Suits LA, which both got canceled. Yeah, I kind of figured, but was not expecting Found, because it started to get picked back up, but on the last episode. So yeah, that kind of crashed and burned. Anyway, moving on. I published a design with me, and I apologize, I have not had any new releases in over 2 months, 3 months, I don't remember. I apologize. The shops kind of took the back burner once I got my full-time job, so I apologize for that. Anyway, so I published a design with me, and I did purchase the graduation art set from Kitnish Jess, but it came out, I believe, I could be mistaken, early May. And for me, the school that I went to, their graduation is the last week of May. So it kind of felt really silly. So I might hold that and then release it next year, but I don't know. We shall see if I remember it. But yeah, anyway, moving on, I watched The Rookie, and they got renewed for season 8. Why do I feel like this isn't foiled? But it is. Anyway, I'm just moving my stickers so it's not always on this corner right here. So after that, I I had work. So I actually been liking using this pencil sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark out work. And then I watched The Cleaning Lady, which, let's see, I need 5 things. Oh my goodness, 2. I was actually going to use the pink, but I'm going to switch it back to blue since their pink is right here. So this is 1, then yellow, and then green, pink, and then back to blue. Oh my goodness, the struggle is real with this sticker. could have shifted some of these up, but it's fine. Anyway, so I watched The Cleaning Lady, which also got canceled. It just got so good this season, and then it got canceled. And I looked at like the new shows coming out for next year, and it's so like sparse. Barely any new shows, or like barely any like announced new shows. Only CBS had a few new shows that they announced, but ABC, nothing. Only one, which is my goodness, mixing up all my words. 911 Nashville, which is a spin-off of 911, and my goodness. Anyway, so I watched Trent printing. I also print and cut stickers, watched Tracker, and then I finally got my work computer. And I was expecting something like a little fancy or a little like newer, and this computer looks a little vintage. But I can't be like picky about that. So yeah, and it's like something interesting because it's not the actual desktop or like the laptop itself. You have to log into a virtual computer, and I'm just like, that is why they don't choose like the fancy computers, because any Windows computer can log into a virtual computer. So yeah, that was it. Anyway, and then Thursday was actually my last day of work. Technically I could have taken Friday, but I just wanted a full day to myself, to do my things. If that makes sense. So like I could have made a few more hours, like 5 more hours of the $25 an hour, so not bad. And then I marked out that I had work, which I guess I'll use this one. And what's interesting is, so technically my supervisor, like the director, is she's currently on maternity leave, but there's a coordinator, and he apparently refuses to get anyone cake for any celebration. I'm just like, it's not about like putting out money, it's more about having that connection and rapport, I think. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, this guy is just stingy as hell, and he's annoying apparently. So I just find him very interesting at times, and sometimes I just look into his office, and he's just holding a pillow in his lap, and I'm just like, okay. And then he's watching something when he does that. I think I caught him watching Grey's Anatomy, and I was just like, dude, you're getting paid for what? Sitting there and doing nothing. And he wants to have a bigger role. I shouldn't be like snarky, but anyway, it's just so funny that I actually got to witness it for the past 2 months that I was there. So, because my friends always tell me this. So anyway, so after that I came home and watched The Masked Singer. Then, or actually no, I think this was after the fact. I don't remember what was what. So pretty much after work we went to celebrate my last day, which was sushi and mango. And then, something funny happened on the bus. There's someone sneezed, and I guess some guy thought it was us, like us group of girls that sneezed, or one of us sneezed, and then he came over and like handed us hand sanitizer, and I was like, no thank you. It was just kind of, oh my goodness, why'd I do that? Kind of funny, because it was just out of the blue. But yeah, I mean, I have my own hand sanitizer. I would not take a stranger's hand sanitizer unless if I don't know you, I'm not gonna take something from you. I don't know if that hand sanitizer was laced, but this guy, I don't know. Anyway, I obviously did not take anything. So, moving on. After that, I watched FBI Most Wanted and International, and so sad. FBI will only be FBI and CIA next year, so yeah, Most Wanted and International got canceled, which I mentioned a few times already. Anyway, so moving on, I published my March 10th to the 16th plan with me, and oh my goodness, I just realized I published a few more videos this week, and I don't have enough round boxes, so I'm just going to put these down before I forget that these are for that. And I guess I'll just use a fancy label for Sunday, since I was actually behind before, and now I'm very, very behind. So I uploaded March 10th to the 16th. Plan with me. Then I watched Matlock, which got renewed already. Oh wait, what am I doing? These stickers are cut so deep. Sometimes it's a struggle to pull up. So Matlock. Then I need a blue and a yellow. Nope. Like sometimes I'm pulling up the actual, like, the second layer of paper, and I'm just like, oh. But I'd rather have it cut deeper than not cut at all, if that makes sense. So anyway, then I watched NCIS Origins, which got renewed. Then I print and cut stickers. Then, oh my goodness, I did not realize I had so many things to mark. So I might do a little extender. So I think I will choose these medium boxes and a pattern one. Oops, this one. That is one, and then two, and let's do pink. Okay, so I packed orders, then I dropped them off. And I also did some planning time and watched Watson, which got renewed. I don't know, it was quite, like, the storyline was kind of interesting, but it was also boring at the same time. So I mean, I watched it till the very end. So anyway, then I watched 911, and that was it. On to Saturday. I published my March 17th to the 23rd plan with me, and watched a few TV shows. My goodness. I guess I'll use these, and then a skinny one. One, two, and three. Okay, so I watched Dr. Odyssey, which is still in limbo. Don't know if it's renewed or not. Then Grosse Pointe Garden Society, still in limbo. Actually, I don't know. Let me check. Still in limbo. Then I watched Med, Fire, and PD, which got renewed. Oh, and I should be excited because CIA, Tom Ellis, who plays in Lucifer, is playing the lead actor. So, how exciting. And then, let's see. Oh my goodness. The struggle. Oh no, all the corners are not. They don't want me to pick this sticker up. Let's see if I... Okay, I kind of got it. No. Aha! Success. Okay. So, planning time. And then, green, yellow, and blue. Green, yellow, and blue. So I watched NCIS Sydney, which also got renewed. Fire Country got renewed. And then there's a new show, Sheriff Country, which is a spin-off to Fire Country. And then I watched Wild Cards, and that was Saturday. On to Sunday, I published my March 24th to 30th plan with me, memory plan with me. Then I went to, usually, like, I don't know if this, like, is something that I do with my dad, or my parents, but my mom didn't want to go out, so, yeah, I ended up just going with my dad. I went to go visit my new office, like, my new job, and then just to make sure that I understand which train to take, because I needed to go to the office on Tuesday, so where I needed to, like, stand at the station in order to be the closest and, like, convenience-wise, so, but it was very simple, and then I kind of figured out which train worked and which didn't, so, yeah. Anyway, so, moving on, after we went to the office, and what was so funny is that when I got off the train, me and my dad walked the entire block around, and then we just had to turn left. Like, we turned right, and then we had to turn another right and another right just to get to the office, when we could have just turned left and we were right there. So that's why it's a good thing that I did this before, not the day of, and then I'll be lost. So it was kind of funny because my dad didn't even realize that we did that. I was like, it was right there. So anyway, so after that we went to eat wonton noodles. Oh, and I totally forgot to mark that it was Easter earlier. So then it's kind of like out of order, but it's fine. I also marked down that we walked around, like, my office area. So yeah. So that was the entire week. My last week of my college assistant job, or my part-time job. And then the following week I start my full-time. And it's crazy to think that now it's almost 2 weeks since I started. Sorry, I don't know where I should put the leftovers. But yeah, this is pretty much the plan with me. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!